die the hair mama na nkasa hair mama mina roke ye ne die eno ne be me private one me fama o na mi na de emi on fleek it's belated happy birthday to the hair mama herself, Lady Zita, CEO of Z Nails and Beauty, all the way in Specters, Empire and Rami Boma Ono, and one and then to me to us so, saying I may own shower kumapa, on Koswana on Pijao, no nyo kesene say Z Nails group of companies, you better treat him, Musa, Sisiano, your nail section. Your cosmetics and supplement section. Your okumenin kente by Z and your the hair mama no. A catcher says see the other ones become home. And see bedroom next year by now. Yes, celebrate you no. Na other parts no so aba. Na just saying ye ura no more. Now you complete a dino the yesi wo a chigono. No. Any edibeyesa until Lady Zita happy birthday to you. Many cat Z Nails the hair mama semi dear mama come for say me papa ye shemi ya when ya jihu ya on so come for me say ya anyone to me to me dinka say me confirm me free adwa ho if you say me shano na me kai say ma me obi or say a friend ama say wa and me to mama say we sisi ani Z Nails and Beauty the hair mama emi papa Josio okwa emi a efe eye shefata mesi duku ne ka edebo emi nso ye ka edehyew obenye emi pa ahye 5 years now that so rocky where your baby thing here ni biao nti as a teenager mi kama pa ti echema koho na kwaje emi pa osi ya ye se ni bo dabi zina osi mi efo pa mesi atufo kra kokotu biton nti ko a enshuro ebone ye kama freno 05538372201 ya no follow no TikTok amami Z Nails and Beauty aka the hair mama enra no di ne birthday me da na se ena antoma no ankasa no ama se we ya ye de lesi agusu yi ya za Vogue and sa no azagusu ejiji ene ne slate fe bi na say the workshop peplum no wase no e posti pictures na ya hwe because ya ontuma ye fe na wonim say the Vogue eye no o ma wo ye te say chubi no inti na efre emano Azel dolls na mema no so ajo kaftan fe na wa ye rare by Azel Vogue kama pa meguso come for Azel Vogue school no School of Fashion Designing and Illustration no the ama groups churches MPs any ade say mo pese mo tete emebunu mo munyansa no adwuma mo be fashion designers kai say Azel Vogue School of Fashion Design no wo homa fane koho no betete no amonu so aye pro opamadea da ho na home fra Azel Vogue wo 0244155266 0244155266 me da wonum ase papa ene die ye kan economic dialogue afi wi a NPP say munisika ye ja wechi 5 billion cedis ene jaye e wo buffers account a ye di eyensi akire se de be ya se bibini a mpanisa hohine ntini ye ja mowre ti ye be kan se ahohine foto ahodo mu no sika wo mujija wo mu no na ye 5 billion cedis ansana wo mu sisesi aidie ase dum so kra san to achie ohio nti wo mu so anu man ko economic dialogue no ase ti ni nyina so ye be ka ho asem ebrebe mu a Honorable Vincent Abbey musi obeka hospital na asem kakra na me ojidi so ka Honorable Esiedu manin kotada chasen so be kan bi na chese ne eno a eno no ti anopei ye nkomo no aha eni efe free a wati nso betumi de wadwenkyere aba wo Facebook UTV Ghana and asa Instagram so a ye be kan ede amount ofaya wasane tano na wasi nkonwa fefefe ne waje white shirt efe pa owia hina obaja Honorable Vincent wase me kan hina na ye beto aso onu so ni se dia aka no mitumi nka mitui mi ne chema ye kan me kan hina ohepe na ne aka ye aka bono o pese wo ne me kan foforo isu mi nyame ntie nti ene first time wa mishia no sunio Honorable Charles Esiedu oye MP ema omanfo a wonom ewo Tano Tano North na South Tano South mamenka ne MP ma omanfo mo Tano South na Honorable Vincent Eko Asefo oye MP ema omanfo a womo ewo Otafo ewo Asante mu Kumase eho na owo na chese Tuesday die isi awe na yesi Tuesday bi oni ebetena yate konso a no akokeka nsem wa abonten odi banso a ebedu so me dey am friend say disappointed father reverend father oko seminary na we nya anye father odu ni 4th year no si da bi me nkona me nkɔ renew me vows ena otete sanye me boa ka se me boa daughters of Eve the daughter of Eve really me kai o de kaza chire me praise daughters of Eve we say person bod diabolics pa ko betumi a chire mu ama na chire no but o de ye na me mod diabolics ora wa kwa ba
ye nua ba
impesiane so ti sen
impesiane so boko eno anadwo na bebedru ye
okay
impesiane so boko mo no ma menu na meka ho asem even before we start
I see
agenda 111
okay.
the heart village very critical
very critical
yes,
me sure so kapa asani kranka bi kra honorable Charles Esiedu so
the baptism of fire into no
baptism of fire kakra
me
okay honorable Charles Esiedu first time I share oni akwaba
yeah nua
na uchi nkwan so se wo wene wo seat no when appointment bi ana
yes mo manfo
oh can I congratulate you.
Yes, some are win elections.
Inti Tano South. Inti I say congratulations.
Thank you.
E uchi nkwano.
Meti dase.
Aha. Mamu hina wani masi o uku na ni masi asamato.
Oh hey.
Manya sama na ni ye. Bajoro mo chaza Esiedu MP Tano South representing NDC. Said you have Honorable Vincent Asefo representing NPP. Over here on the ocean fini. What's in the day now to buy?
IGP ni asem
because me say
only dey na wa
IGP ni asem ne
only IGP ni asem
me no wa asem pa
so I want say na asem no e bi mi say otimi kan bi afemi kra me ho am say e we so dey mu edin o
maso so say maso ya me ya
waso ya wo ya police for no guso friend of the police
serious
last week over call you no obi send me message say yes asani kan ya amanenka me pants I'm like please, who is this? Who am I chatting with? I know about the police and officer, so and so, sending the details. And I'm saying, sir.
Now, people will believe how truthful I am in the short period to come.
Okay.
Serious. But my fact also did. In the sense, enrichi me call ministries, me copy.
Back on okay.
Me copy information.
Okay.
Or more drivers, motorbikes, I can see be police phone.
Police phone, yeah.
And back on cross home. I know signal me say engine. We don't say me champ finance so say the city.
Two cars were becho.
And no back close to me. On Bomidin Street also fire. One boy papa na koso ye nim se nkunim di beba. Na de ekoso no. Ye mpe but ye ntumi nka.
I see.
O kan si so say sanka e ade a omo wo ho kwan se ombeko striker. Ankomo ko strike da. In fact, to the bottom, I'm 200 Ghana cedi. Police know about 200 Ghana cedi.
Police, hey boy.
I know catch him say, if I had the power, or can you say me pan am go to me, and can die be damper, your best security particular number to all the district and all the barracks. So we be able to support the removal of damper no. On contribute between 5 cities and Ghana 10 Ghana. Yam bojo and yam fan chew.
Yam fama
and can you meton cry.
Now so when IGP damper, why would they?
One year me.
Okay.
Also even up to the Bugrin Abu tape no. My man had defending us. I condemned a DSP, is it Asari Mensa or something whatever.
The quiet.
Yeah.
And I even instigated that they shouldn't vote for him. Yes. Little did I know, we have had snippet of certain things that went on behind the scenes in terms of more interrogation. We have cited it, intercepted.
Okay.
So we know what has gone on within the police headquarters and outside. We know what the regional commanders are going through. We know what POMAC members are going through. We know how the finances of the police service are allegedly being mismanaged. We know how people have suffered as a result of non-promotion. Will be a transfer for 7 good years, nothing. Meanwhile, no favoritism and a dampari we engage. In fact, for me, maintain, but the Ghana Police Service must be sanitized, and if it will be sanitized, until dampari leaves, and they shouldn't let him leave, just leave. He should be investigated.
Hey.
Yes.
And then the other account.
No. I mean, if you read some of them,
you should be investigated for the
alleged. Okay, Mr. One question. The facade of the police, a dying ACC renovations, a horror, and no maybe more. They are all fine. Where from those monies? A car or more. A budget buying a bar located.
Yes, Ministry of Interior presented as part of the budget.
Yes, and now say,
and I want him so more music and do so.
Yes, national security.
And national security. Yeah. But police they do so.
They have a police.
Baby.
They have a police fund, or is it welfare? So I think, if I'm not mistaken, they contribute about 300 Ghana cedis per person. So
and we welfare fund. I say provident fund.
Exactly.
No?
So 1 month, you can imagine how much comes. Now, when they request for loan, they don't get it, unlike previously.
Okay.
So many things are happening, but for me, I'm interested in the extrajudicial killings. That is where I am interested. It is being banded around as to what has gone on in there. And sometimes when you hear some of the gory things that happen there, you marvel.
I see.
And these are the reasons my casa baby.
Okay.
Mostro here mekoto fufu that was Monday me the friend say Nit FM. My yimisika mo ametwen say omo de mesesa bebrem obi so inspector triama. Inspector be menim no o triama me woko. You understand? Me koto ade obi to make say matria me ko pay information o depot achiri ho em say there's a supermarket Stranek me drew ho obi say unoma na wa ye no faka me de na matria nti your friend say Napo construction me da say but they are also concerned nti ye betra na say ye kan say ma muntie ye din na the end results. And for me, this administration, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, police ne bi obekasa kire ye mu bi no Osisudua said we voted massively for JM and the NDC because we knew say or bias we yi papa na investigation course na ye hu di triam.
What can we mean course?
But up to now the man is still there. We are waiting.
Okay.
For some of us we are waiting. So
okay.
Can say the ye tete ye boa dia. And as I said,
why now we train president say the council of state members no aba.
It's not overdue. Council of state say you for me away that.
Okay.
You for me away.
What's the last week you know for me?
2 weeks ago.
So you really want Dampari to go?
Yes, for what I'm here. I mean, time was you know, and the process here for money. But the fact of the matter is that people are suffering. I have seen a video of a woman complaining and crying, send it back. Say, I'm not sure how you can't say it on air.
Okay.
Very brutal and gory issues, but you can't say it on air.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay,
anyway.
Bracha, so what was the first time to be TT and I say you now so be out the can. And terrible young question.
Well, but the can I chair out of constituency in penny for women.
Okay.
IGP and semi and the main can be. The Indian cabinet say I'm beginning to think. Say especially because my brother has been very passionate. Every time I'm defending, no.
Yeah.
I defend not because meaning BBO, no. It is because I feel say we should just be fair to a man. So on this basis, no, I won't defend. And the main can be. I'll just go straight to agenda 111 and hard issues.
What's it because BB and you are
yes,
so you are giving him the benefit of doubt.
Because I can't also prove anything. Especially when he's talking about police in Libya or my friend and all those kind of things. So I'll just leave it to the judgment of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. With respect to agenda 111, Yenfa no maybe into Senyeni.
Okay.
They be in agenda 111 by agenda 111 by on the basis say you are by.
We're not say what's the question.
There be. Me person me can't want especially because of the video.
Maybe I would you free ne be check.
Me my mom check. Just a second.
Okay.
By because we felt say COVID-19 by no I expose the health weaknesses globally. China, US, time of COVID by who say nipa da bonten because hospitals were full. And I'm one. His Excellency Dr. Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. na adwen say yemfa agenda 11 number so that district it be a public health issue be beba hospitals in they will be affected. So it is important that we have hospitals at all these places. Yenson yentias say a year aban ye the man for 4 years. Ye man 4 years whatever you do in the first year is as relevant as what you do in the last day of the 4 years. Okay. Whatever you do on the third year is as relevant as what you do on the last day of the 4 years. So it is a continuum. It is the office of the president. And who here I also ni pashe. Enti enya politics be say obi ba no be ye project bi. Na project no o ye drew 60%, 80%, 90% ye boni. Boni bi anim. Boni bi ni sa di nim kra.
Na ndena nipa no so won kan okre no say the project ya me ye me wie medru ha na obekọ akọ commission akotwa no se mewie afi honorable Kwabena Kando say budget 400 million sikano what I forget is either dollars or cedis but 400 million dey make I say budget mo na say complete 22 out of the 111 now if you to me and complete back okra shouldn't there be a cause for worry?
Sure. No can who be into me man say me this facility. Okay. If I don't know me drew Kumase no. And I'm who say I have to visit this facility because this one was a bit closer. Me drew honum. Me see free come and who say honorable accountants when me. Okay. No so ba ho. Ababe videos and also be my Ghana for who say okay this is what is happening. I took time, and this is what I took time to, as it were, video. Ewo Oforikro municipal, sa agenda 11 ewo hono. Minim what completion can be, apart from what I'm seeing here, or the videos that I personally saw. Because in almost all the rooms that I went, being it preparation room for surgery, beds and everything is already fitted in there. One of the consulting room. Where a consulting room. Baby,
Prince, you bet you are those chairs, those blue chairs.
Where reception?
Reception, the question is where your hospital in Konya. That's
not true. Honorable Akando is the one who is the minister. Consultant, one way or the other is working for him. Any consultant, he works for the government. He doesn't work for anybody. Okay. And this reception area, in fact, we share most of the rooms now. Machines and equipment, somebody are buying a baby now. Somebody are buying a package. It is because they have not started yet. And at West, OPD services can start from this hospital. Because someone started. Yes. Now, shouldn't they fix the machines before they start? No, listen, sir, hi. Your friend say reception way. Okay. So start OPD and kunya dia kusi yes this is so. But if you have not started, what is irrelevant? So china kwa baba start you can put all these in kunya dia si ho. Even kunya me ko tu ke si so ho no kra. Na mo commission e dey na mo commission ye na mama na ncha se anya adwuma. Commission say December kra na mo commission ya. November because December 5th of December so yes. December and January and sana mo ko se mutumi ye recruitment January 5th, January 6th. Then tina mu commission at the end of December 5th no. Ma na ka ho ma necessary or termination of appointment by na ka ho asemi because you see I have spoken to some of the human resource
termination of appointment ba na ko me ta ka do say nurse bi enu o ye adwuma ya pam no hwehwe just one single nurse
omo na ye be fa wo mo no o say near Oma say posting for. Okay. But what I say, until that time, Oma no say post your Oma 10 minutes of appointment because that general letter now, Ministry of Health for the by with respect to science, and no na can wasem because you see, definitely almost all the nurses say womb dada no be on a facility dada. But many point and say, as ye the brofu, dada Ghana for the brofu confuse you be
as no why mo na ye no
because o man panyini ba Parliament or become operationalization of the hospitals. Okay. Operationalization any day. Say OPD services. The OPD services. Say doctor work consulting room. No biaba, no akachen say bia metie me ya, me yefunu me here no trade do the amano. These things can start at the hospital as we speak.
Now what is so biaba ni tie ne ya ye OPD afi de nipa no hia emergency treatment and say sa ne ya ne nyeti ya de ye bibi say rushing into theater. Theater ni operation and some
but I'm just saying that but me first video this is the theater room. And all the theater beds and everything are in there. Some of the other equipment are over here. We now go other rooms. but what you say. In fact, minya kwanko we post theater room. Okay. Your friend is surgery. Okay. When you are done with the surgery, we take you to a post theater room. And so, hey, mommy enjoy politics. May I believe that hospital even in the event.
So yes, Ombeka say anya balance. It's honorable Canadian. Now we honorable Minta Kando Diano. So now to say the honorable Minta Kando Casano. Yebo honorable Vincent Diano. But we are one out of saying. So we am say we which honorable I can't do challenge to say and you and say my report and say my report and I can verify or say on come more on theater near there. Inti we are one
the communication maybe say the two out no and they say operationalization and day. Okay. And they say for nipa kugum no money adwuma asa. All right. Okay. HR for more Ministry of Health or more region. I have spoken to almost all of them. They are ready to post people. Happy. I don't for monko train na already. Because you see that because train no train there is some commission here. One of me take do call hono eno so nie. There prince anu nie won. There my trader there no cables ni nyina sensen ho. Baby kwat me say ne be late house any ade. There's no problem with all that. Okay. The problem I remember when I say some of these things because me consultant some say go ha esikasem. They just need some of the IPPs have not been paid and all that. Whilst I agree with all this, 400 million, no. Na kese say it me completely 22. Inti sikasem no say ya commission ade no so yemi. Why na be man the contract say you are supposed to be paid 20 Ghana. You are supposed to be paid 20 Ghana cedis. Okay. Okay. 20 Ghana cedis ya kutu ya dia bro so. I mean yes politics no. It is the contract amount they beat you which has been agreed and approved by PPA. Okay. It is a bit of 20 Ghana cedis. That's what we are going to be paid. In the handing over notes, when you say the shame, say, yes, I buy here $1.7 billion. Near to me, the agenda 111 no. Because government is a continuum. Why would anybody use it against the MPP government and say, "Yeah, I'm paying to her," and I'm not here. Your course CST, you say 5% because communication service tax. The money is not there, but when you make a call, you make money for YE. GRA keeps on taking money and I say keeps on bringing in revenues as far as taxes are concerned. So why do we make it look as if say Sika or say Sika Nedaho? It is based on projections of our revenues. And when you say okay, the contract we man as a static project we are you bet me. Let no one also make it look as if say okay a project be a war on a PCA. No, we wanted to use it to solve a public health issue. And the Sika and as we needed to protect life. We needed to make sure say same is here and you better finding ways and means that Ghanaian lives will be protected. It is on that basis agenda 111 no. Until me see a giant politicization of the issue. His Excellency President Mahamani Akando, today you have the reins of government. Power belongs to you now. Please fix the problems that we have. Don't make it look as if say okay, abani buy and why are there 90%? Na 90% why? And you know the pay why don't you go ahead to continue it? Why don't you finish the rest? And I say IPP so be Fiscal now there. Find money because MPP are buying now. We would have found money and we would have posted people also there. The agenda 111 issues no. Miniaba, me per se, you jab politicization of it no. You don't change. Secondly, hard issue in this no. Frederick said she sent me Facebook live. Yeah, kindly ask Honorable Vincent. I say for EV plants, air conditioning, and other logistics have been left to rot at Sewa and Afari military hospitals. Okay. I don't know about that. Okay. Whether it is true or not, I don't know. But the point is that we need to get people in there to go and work. So maybe Sewa, I don't think Sewa is part of the agenda 111, right? No. It's one of the hospitals that was built in the Ashanti region. In the Ashanti region for the good people of Ashanti region. I do not want us to be over politicizing education issues and health issues in this country. It doesn't help anybody. I feel called second one. Hard issue. Consistency is very key. One, MPP government, we believed in the fact that we should have a national cathedral. And we also believe in the fact that we should have a Hajj village. That is settled. In fact, it is the MPP government that started both projects, the National Cathedral and the Hajj project. Yenny started here, no doubt about that. Hajj village. Hajj village. MPP started here. In fact, we awarded it to Maroom Construction also. We gave that contract out. Yes, the price, or if like the consideration of the contract was not supposed to be monetary terms per se. It was supposed to be kind of a barter kind of a system, whereby Hajj village, we are Yabama was as well City too. Now they are the US idea. But NDC for the time felt say, oh, National Cathedral, yeah, say be no and ya de papa. There were issues like economic issues, there were inflationary issues, there were job issues, unemployment issues. And then the emphasis can't yes idea no. Whilst they never spoke about Hajj issue, today consistency is missing out of their argument and out of their doings. Principles are very key. Why do you now go ahead to go and support a Hajj village, knowing very well that you are the same people who spoke against the National Cathedral?
And Christians, purely commercial. Ghana Airport Company Limited, and a bit from proceeds or baby.
Internet, young Koreans and terminal. And for my Christians, we have a whole terminal too.
Terminal for Christians?
Yes,
or Muslims?
For Christians.
Okay.
So you see, I'm a Hajj for I'm a Muslim.
All
yeah,
right.
and you can see my Christians there. Okay. We have a whole terminal too. That is there. That is not optimally used. The whole day, this are not pa. And they be a human album for a use our passion. The whole of the day, no, it is not used well.
Okay.
So my point is that whilst I believe say we should have a national cathedral, and I will not run away from that fact, and I feel very sad for every Christian or pastors who spoke against the national cathedral. You will not see any Muslim cleric be, and I say Muslim penini be, and I say your friend is Imam Sinibi to even speak against it. I have not even seen one, not even one. But we had a Ghana Catholic Bishops Conference, we had Christian Council, we had all these as of Pennyfo speaking against the National Cathedral.
Did they speak against the National Cathedral and say, Omokani who funding asem?
Patrol, na fan idea had in the Escabin.
And I'm a catcher, so almost say purely commercial.
And I'm telling you that is not true because a better kind of system. You saw a bias which can be rated as about $60 million.
So now, what kind of system near DC?
Initially, the agreement was for us to use private sector. But even in the event that we are using state funds, I still support it. I supported it then. I supported it then. Hold on. I supported it then. I support it today.
So Cathedral yes,
but maybe can the principle of it.
Okay.
So you see National Cathedral, you are the pa, na say you are the pa. Oh, you're so now we're speaking against National Cathedral. I am sad for you for doing that. What
became of the board of trustees and no more so no?
I am saying that board of trustees are afraid they be crashed as somehow withdrawn this money now. Yes, you should be ashamed of yourself because you couldn't.
They should be ashamed of themselves when they are calling for the right things.
I am saying that. You see the right what are the right things? What are the right things?
Fountain Gate Chapel, Reverend Sudanaba. You are telling Dr. Otabo, you are telling
are the right things? No problem. What are the right things?
Bishop that mills that they should be ashamed of themselves.
As a true Christian, as a true Christian,
no.
I will never speak against the National Cathedral, irrespective of. But to speak against the National Cathedral, yes, because yes, sir.
But when you're not for some integrity, I would want to withdraw.
And I say Islam cleric. Bien will be speaking against this Hajj village. None of them, not even a single one.
Those that resign.
Today, why are they quiet?
My honorable.
They are quiet today.
My honorable.
We are using state resources to build the Hajj village. Why are they quiet?
My honorable, can I ask
I want to hear them speak. I want to see Christian Council
These
speaking.
ones believed in the idea of the cathedral.
Yes.
And they came on board.
Yes. The state resources.
Them, they are not seeing what
the
they
private.
need to see. And they resign.
You know why they resign?
And you are ashamed of
they were told that the private money in and I feel the say,
so they're asking for honesty.
So I'm just saying that.
Shouldn't they
whether
ask for
private
honesty?
money, whether private money or state resources. Why do you speak against the National Cathedral? Today you are quiet about Hajj Village. No. Let the principle be consistent. And so my point is that I will never speak against Hajj Village. Neither will I ever speak against the National Cathedral. A good Christian shouldn't have spoken against the National Cathedral. We should have come together to make sure it's a project, because it was the NDC people, which most of them, said they are Christopher, and the council, and National Cathedral. So, today they are using a bicycle to do that.
And say, no one is speaking against the National Cathedral. We are speaking against the rot and corruption going on over there. we cannot use the name of God to steal taxpayers' money. Honorable Vincent, please come again.
Why is it can you wear National Cathedral? Tell me.
There be apart
from these allegations, why is it can say I or National Cathedral? Why not see the Sikaira and Abasika Ben Yafa or National Cathedral? Say, no, hold on. The argument that was made at that time, they say, there were pressing issues. You were a Juma, being maintaining Mabaweni. You were free SHS, a Juma, a Sukua, Sabin Kodania Duanindi. These were the arguments that were made. The patrol, just about 2 months that MPP government left office. Are we saying, and then the economy is now better? Have you forgotten that these were some of the arguments that we made just about 2 months ago?
The Emma may be so bebrebe no say to say so far no more so o man complaining o man kasa mu wieska o mu ba on board willingly and o mu hu say bibi nkoso o mu twe o mu ho a o manya twe o mu ho a ase ubu o manim ti akakra
nimbo obi anim ti. I'm just saying that yes, medium way because me I will not do that as a good Christian.
All right.
As a good Christian, I will never speak against using state resources to build a national cathedral. Okay. Because you see, we have said now the down people the no
argument to say a national cathedral is saying the comb. The cathedral is
because of the normal hard village in it, I care less about the amount of money that went into the national cathedral.
Really?
Yes, you know why I care less? Because people are not principled in this country. People are not principled in this country. Okay. People are not consistent with arguments in this country.
Are those that resigned from the board not vindicated?
At that time, when they were saying all these things, when you said I didn't really speak about it because I felt okay, if there is something that is wrong with that, there's no problem. But why are they quiet with this hard village? Why are they quiet? The sound or if the voices of reason should start speaking against it.
Thank you.
It is the same thing that I'm saying here.
Okay.
Because at that time, wrong. We supported them. But now, why are they quiet with this? That's what I'm saying.
All right. May I sure say we never my brother Charles Becker so very reacted to no. And I also what would you watch diaba. Also fatu and I will put some point.
When you have me das.
Okay.
I'm say we intro no. Na Miss Resa na said the oka was and sana Ghana for be agent.
Okay.
I had to say omuhumi na ne say me MP. But my regional organizer.
Okay.
So at time Chebuna of Mukra, I'm a deputy regional organizer.
Okay.
You have for my regional organizer the last 5 years.
Okay.
And sana me prime minister.
And the princess said me more abaso. Princess me catch and so on train. I mean sorry, I'll say 10 years now we are then. Also, the special assistant, Mame Hannah Bisiu.
Dr. Hannah Bisiu.
Dr. Hannah Bisiu.
Campaign 2 times. I'm not running.
Okay. So, Princess is at time. I know him say we chairman. I say we Ketiaba. Now, we want to brassie no.
Yeah, work near Jumana. Yeah, Jumana.
Edipia. Okay. Nti Princess say obo abaso.
Medase. The dika mame and we say the Honorable Benjamin Ebuasetre.
Okay.
MPP mrase bejonia mekoyi no no. Ene na
birthday.
Uti birthday pa. Na so mi adore ye.
Party no frame me.
Oza
Mbese mba bia wo.
Charles wo papa dodo.
Da bi si nyina.
Very serious. Very serious.
Serious as sarcastic.
Da bi nyina yakobom na yada nyame ase.
Okay, well.
So dey afe ba ko aka ni mfie. Ona feze na ba house.
In fact, he didn't know. I just told him.
Ono so me we say no. Happy birthday. Na honorable so baby we start free. Na me say na nkenye ho na ye start free.
Na enye ho na nke start free there but obi aba o se me wo bibi kakra ma menka. Ti ono ne kakra wa no.
Se me ko kan bibi kakra ni wi a wan hwa Ghana for beka se de o kan ne no kre.
Okay.
Nti mbese menua panyin no.
Okay.
Nti mbese me ni nyina kan bibi ba ko.
Na
baby o dey start free no. One start no on a good note. Ni video ni me share.
Okay.
Me share na mani age. Say the o year video no. Enti na me expect say obeka say abani twam no regarding the agenda 111 no. Wa mo ne homodin. Na so ba bi ogina no de. Etimi aye ni maba ko menu bi ho no mo a.
Ko se de ba pampa.
Osusu say eye. Ezan say onu ankasa ma yeti ase say eye the $400 million na no President Mahama Bamra se bedwuma beka ho asem se ya ka se di si awie na ya start ya adwuma at least enka $18 million per hospital no ebetimi esi mako be se 22 nti se nkantima nwe bibia akra na kienim se the amount of money spent no yatimi enya 22 district hospitals nti se honorable timi kogye ba bi ba akopɛ na ayete se ma menko ye bibi na Ghana fo nyina hu se asɛm a mampanyi ba mra se badwam be kan enye saa netia madi no ho ya kakra na no omo be kan madi no ho ya pa because omo be kan se
won sisi a mitimi kan se wo kan sa dia wo nu ye ni ni because o misi asofo yi ni a o si wo za
menene nya adwen ma menyi ya ne mfiri ho menene nya adwen baby o kan fa menene nya adwen
oni o nya yo si wo papa fon pen fon wo ya o si you are ashamed of them nti ne phrase wo ye problem
o so wa fa me dia ne nti ye nyina ya na anya no
thank you
because omo aba ye to no ye de nipa na to aba sabi obi okoni wa manyokom nanso so ma one na busua nsa koma no a one busua ni nyina timi to aba e de ma enu nti na ye wie hospital ye esi ho eye mu nyema nyina wie ese ye betimi e dia ye adwuma ena omugya to hokoto aba kolusu wie ena omo fa nkofo gu nyuma mu ani kwan so ye fom gum na mampanyi ma hama beka se ekwan ye fa so amuru adwuma mu no ye nwamu nyi tenye mu hwemu a omasa de abufuo asan abeka ho asem minu aba hu se kura ye timu ye ho nto ye saa o
okay
ya ho boa nso ya kwanko enne so hwe ayaresa ene ayarehwe ene ayaresa bia hodo a yehia ewo my Ghana mu a ekwan a mampanyi dada his excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo ebeka agenda 111 yenyina enigeye because if sir these numbers of hospitals and as a health facilities ebo my Ghana mu a ebi anya me na me yare dem beko ho nanso me ma me bi madam fu bi me nua ba bi ana metima kotwa hwe ba bi nyankopon fa sa ama ana se betima possible ebiti no mawura honom akoje ayahwe na ni nyina achi ene honorable Vincent ka kire se hospitals bebrebe a na mampanyi dada ba no ba akopɛ ena yetimi di nkonya akosisim okay ne senti etimi ekova sa $400 million a omo spend no a me su se baby economy se economic dialogue boycott adwen no ana yes and they discuss sa de we no a if you say menene ya adwen so se yendwen o my Ghana
but enti ojitu mu se ofori krom de no operational and ebetumi ay operational and enti na president any honorable meeting akando so ka che say ba kokra any operational
de mimi hu se honorable Vincent ejina no ye nyina ni mo hu se omo konyina na nkofo fa nkonya ne bi edimika na ya hu se hu video no kofo fa oh yes guy ba kwa offer or share reflector oba no kura konya na odi ba besi ba bi so it tells us say no nim the upper so ye and just after the sona no ena modi nkonya ekogugum because say can nasa facilities et say pa kamudi nkofo beguma mama to abade amamo
you are in government
say can say netie ena mu di free aban mu December 7th 2024 kama fa nkofo eguma eyadwuma ono abo nyese na netie me ne o ya adwen enne ese ba bi okogiran se ya kasi yisu one portion po ne afa nkofo de egu hono yetimi a start every baby me no ya adwen but enye say na enye say na etie
what is yenhwe ni saying so say na me person me sure say president can say at a point I saw not one agenda 11 hospital is operational but I have also seen only one
yes
is completed so could it be that only one no e for you come dey ya yehwe ya na and you look at it from that side
and honorable nti me so me challenge honorable say say o say asema mampanyi mahama kanya no kra say the odi meka kogino for ekrum no o my additional be 2 or 3 ye do te so for ekrum level no
o ma miska me team ni beko
asemwa mampanyi mahama kai ese ba kokura ni hono ma e operational no video ya ono abodi abai eyi ama Ghana nyina say asema Mampanyi Mahama kan no no kre because baby honorable jina me hu say doctor bia jina baby me hu so bi dampa bia so
with that one no ye be basa recruitment na am terminate no because I think is honorable akwasi akwa na Dr. Anthony Chansa in the cancer enka omo recruit omo no they were going there and am terminate omo appointment
yes started project 2021 August
okay
and ye launch here 2021 Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo His Excellency former president e catches be take for 12 months and no the baby enti eba ne say na from 2021 to 2025 December recruitment and will be terminated na hospital bi nya nipa e be roma ye adwuma in fact so ka say otie omo ankasa analysis a omo ye with regards to adwuma no say de tia honorable Akando baby okoyi eno kra de e mo bokra adodo na me sure say honorable Vincent kra no baby a na paint work akra bi no kotwae there are oh yes because they me hu say the honorable Akando ya paint baby yet said the honorable Vincent twaba ye
okay and hwenie because honorable Akando ko trade to once reflectors here show me baby a reflector woman here trade
I'm not saying say the same facility
and I call for you krom nso
yes but baby ohono a so we share video no any pictures no
okay
honorable Akando de no the true reflection of what is there now the honorable Vincent ayenti say me so na menam eko me constituency
yes
me so meko
okay
me so meko akohwe na me so the whole videos but because say MP is honorable Vincent e ka say hwesoro are careful
wow
one should be told and ma
ya a Roman father na eja o de be politics
o hu say hono ntimi nye o say hono Vincent o say
but anya ne no kreka to say that o di no kre
o men ka say ene na woka say wunnim say on ka no kre dia ene bia metimi atade
o say so na hwe form no nti
o ba men ka say on ka no kre say cautious so ni obi san na hu na montuo bi a say o ya hwe yi
okay
me ba say what say o na wo ka say on ka no kre dia me di wo de na chi na ma bia ma chi no ma support the young and say so no Vincent the okay nyina na entro na wucha enti the yesre nyina ne say begodi wie ne say NDC na aba aban mu
okay
yenhwe na yenye
okay
mampanyi Mahama ka say bibie no obejai amana say na aboga naka enti me sure say the speed or the start na mamu no or the speed na betoa jumedi na baby hono me de blog back open akwa to kwanchen baby na yesi ya agenda 111 obeto aso na wetima ni sebe ya ready ni MPP ni na eni NDC ni enti yesu se so timi ya ebeboa into a quick one Hajj village ubisa honorable question bi wentime enya no na ka me expect se enka ube consistent na ka asem obisa no we ya no se ni nsem na ochiemu ni nyina no meni ahwefo nyina ye confused
testing
esan say asofo no a omo atwi omo hu free national cathedral ho no eye sebi no krebi a mpie entire mo hu say no yen na omanfo ehwe say ye medi no kre yen ka no kre say eye baako a yen ka say eye baako eni ho a yen ka say eni ho na soko ka kire osofo say oh ade we die enye omansika ane ede beye omanfo meboa me kai se munuamu bi kura de cement ekokoboa ene nsu abona mana keke eda swimming pool ne nchen na sa afei asofo no be hu se da bi de yete yenye sa anete na de omansika ana eba beye ne so omo atwe omo ho a minhu ade bia esen se anase bi honorable Vincent okoso for school na kan che so for so di no kre so di nukre said the tie so kan said the tie Hajj village o say better trade na sa analysis a ye no yenye the same analysis mini abampato Hajj village central mosque Hajj village is central mosque ana say national cathedral no na say Christo ni bi babese ko Israel na onye ba bi na yakusi den obedam anya central mosque ena sika omudi ko wura mu aya na abeto dwa amaga na fo nyina ehu no me person honorable Vincent ntina mo platform kesi so no kan che Ghana fo nyina say Mampanyi Mahama e de Ghana sika 1 Ghana cedi e na de kwa kosi hard mosque friends hard village
honorable ye unim ne anayen kai say ye be hye cathedral na se no yeti say oh ye mfa o man sika but we are saying nti we nso bia ye bete oh commercial ade ye Ghana Port Company Limited for ade but be we are saying no ne de o man sika what about
senka yen na ye kan saa enka wasem bisa obisa kam no be ya adwen
okay
but Mimi Honorable Vincent ofri MPP amanyokuo mu ba enso me yehu say the NBC for can no crese sika bia ni hono mo a efri the central government I de kwakosi Hajj village on the can say
what the central government
no
what the central money and what the central government
Honorable Honorable Vincent ma
also kasama kan bibia o say no mode omode
nyabote
o se ne cha na ochimu akonifa o kasa o ma nka bi
ebi mesero eno so dia no e de
ne cha
yenko
enti o se ye de ensase do no aka se ye yo ye de ensase na ebia ye se contractor no wi a ye be mo asase ebia me fa ne se one plot o baabi better trade ono asa ka e wo ha se miahu se yampa se aban no entwa sika bia yes senka o ka ne se de o ka ne se ye time ekwan a ya ba mu mpanimfo e fa so ye national cathedral no ankoyie eno ka hu bi ene ma yedi nkuguo enu nti mo susu de mu kan ebia otena na esa akwa ye die ni bi na de eka abeto Ghana for so ne santi ye caution government no esa de o ka se airport company ene ye no se sa de a ene omunko monim ten na mum ye mpese bi beduru mfinfin baabi ye beka se ya spend $58 million na ye de ya de a e ba be dane swimming pool se no de amene be ya adwen enti ye kan se ema almost 30 futuro engu nkofo ani na omon compare national cathedral to hard village na nkoye se a Christopher any muslimi for enya ntokwa bi omoko o man Ghana enye sa nete
okay
ekwan a national cathedral afa so bae no se ultimate na say member of parliament no ka say o supporting national cathedral e ka aba ne amnanko ani ehu a next elections onye careful because ne manfo tie no ne manfo nim so wa ha ti sesi can no be to constituency
o support kano o support the national cathedral idea no but one case o support
no but they say national
can say o support ka
national cathedral then they aba
when I have the opportunity
e dey na aba na say they can abre e dey can abre o my Ghana it is all supported there the idea baby na support into support e can dey aba no
say we are starting no na idea ni good enti no starting no kra wa nka ho hwe idea ni good but e bia na ekodu say no na aba ni say nche say o support say camera
you show your life and you playback
idea na nye good
yes sir
you show your life
yes sir
enti man for mu tie no nyoma de say bi aye dada de ato ho life enti de o kan ne no e de asi ne ho asem na ye ka it is also support there e kan aba ne na e ka ho asem o support o support say sa eka $58 million no yemfa ntu amana e wa abra
honorable na wa hwa nipa be na eka obe support se ka we de mefu aka yi so
no but honorable so support national cathedral no ene de aba bia enti oya de kana aba enti ne se ne constituents hwe no na ebi mu eni adwuma ye ayare sabia bi mu nya bi nko ebi mu ba bi ompo asebe agyanan bia kro ebi ni ho ne so honorable support $48 million amana dia de no koduru a constituency no obi a omo ne beka enti ema omo me anya nsa ase ntwamufo ene a Christopher enya bibi omo beka ententem wa no ye nteki position na amaniko bi nko gina benkum na amaniko bi enko gina nifa NDC aban na aba no enye religion bi nti ene bae Muslims etu abama NDC Christians etu abama NDC traditionalists etu abama NDC but ade eye ade a enye so de mumma nyina yen kasentia regardless the oyeye any baby free ba
okay so now you bet me akọ economic dialogue no eso
$48 million we catch also the 2 amna wojidi. NDC phone tree also
48 and say at 58 rather.
But unim say so kasa wo siub dan ya. In fact, a dan is su kra wo break kra mpo na esika. Compensations because it is not right. It is not right because if you make look as if you are use $58 million akutu abuna kwa na wudi. Okay. That cannot be the case. Yeah, there were a lot of buildings on that.
Cathedral and a drew stage ben.
You see, I don't want to go into the details of it. 58 I don't need to go into the details of it because I don't have that here. The Union say, "Won't mean the $58 million." It's a two amana. That cannot be true
because one man on your year and a bema wa kofa no
say, "Oh, dance and then oh, dance baby." That's a who don't you use money to do that? Say properties be or adjoining properties and you're supposed to pay compensation. Don't you use money to do that? Let us not do that. Don't do that. Because construction workers, they will tell you, say, $58 million. There are a number of things that you have to do before you get to that level.
No, honorable, you could see that you was a baby. Yes. Yes, this year, Nancy, yes, I won't cry. This year, Kobubu, a judge for dying, passport office, and then dear, I die and they cry fresh. Scholarship secretary, this year says, Kadi Bubu. And the intent
consensus about it, that is okay. Maybe who said the intent was that let us have a national cathedral that will be at the center of the city, so that in any case, and I say in any event, anything that is very important, people can just commute from a year or more official bungalows and parliament, ministries and all that, just to get there. You can have your. I'm not defending it.
Why do you keep on calling it national cathedral? There was nothing like national cathedral. Nanado's cathedral. It was nothing like that. At
this juncture, I call national dialogue, economic dialogue, in here, power, fire. And let's go economic dialogue. And cover topic for Biaba.
Much work.
Then red pen. Economic dialogue. The economy needs radical overhaul.
Yes, sister. Economy here radical overhaul.
Okay.
But I am surprised to say allegations of it say the bodyguard of the former president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, to me AC hospital with ne salary awonyan, to me this hospital etin himself I hand it over the community. Now whole president handling the purse of Ghana want to me AC hospital back compared to himself for a year. What is the meaning of operational? In Fidia o here you say was na se nipa eni ha
Google abra Google you be find the meaning of
relationship Fidia o here nyina studio ha control room bibia na se nipa eni ho a o mo man sa de no
economy asem ya na
nothing like operation asem him say o person make ayinti na biko fa no
economy why yes of fire
in somehow but cathedral crane na yi na esi ho na ne to ne bakwan mu no o mo nko yi sa beams no corrosion bema na bu one day e dey asemaba yo obi akoso na da yo say o ba be si cathedral most yen gym to say national cathedral I just do okay with the man call we so this Mr. Manziba mechiao and Mrs. Manziba o say menko na dem ma hye your friend say Mandi Ghana man te brane so
okay
the attend say mo nyina mo biti me I don't know what happened I na man share me normal bi but the economy indeed needs serious and radical overhaul. But one, the economic dialogue Honorable Vincent boycott will be meaningless unless it is linked with indigenization of our policy and then ensuring, say, you be localizing any policy about the better abundant. What do I mean by this? So you see about your dialogue. Now you're the expert in your beba. I'm a more dream. Now say you use local content. I'm fine turning the economy around. Now you're the need to say about Bobosia. Then we'll have a long way to go. It will mean say the economic dialogue no be meaningless. So I'm happy about the fact say NDC as a government or as a party has never looked inwards alone say omunkwana nyansa wo omutri. For the second time under the same president John Dramani Mahama have organized such dialogue say momfa mo adwemmra na sabe nya me party fo nkwa na nyansa wo yetrim nkrofo a ombetumi aboa ye ama ye bu o ma no mo nyina mo mbra wo de ba ye local setting say ya ye se wo ton wo yare a na wonya ho oduru na yare wo ho na se wanka osi obi asabe o me wo liver problem na wo mpesa obeka ebi anipa na ote wo nchempe no wo ho oduru inti se wan ton wo yare a wonya ho oduru
amanfo se yare ne ya ton wa yeta yesa die but in fact many professor Bob Kwenkpa kan say obi anim Ghana ye problem ayi wom na the aka ne solution is the political will inti kwa omakwa ekura no omunya ya nka yen ade ne sa afi bia na omukohia bia no mabuza ze na anu na ebe aye no ye kan we moye na modru hin
yes I inti na make can say the economic dialogue will be meaningless so you are linking to indigenization of the policies.
Okay.
And what do I mean by that? For instance, the agric minister Ura Eriko Poku no crop pese Michia Namede Dabuase SHS for more fish pond no more maye manona at least will take you more as one of the yardstick to and as a benchmarks. Ura Eriko Poku the two abonting how he intends to revolutionize the agriculture sector. Now, let's say maybe your kind and style. Idea matra fidie so other fidies so aka and I know say many people have also proposed that. Say yes Susano. Now, almost every school in this country had a farm. If we go back to those bases, and I said that basis, no, I can tell you say school for kwankwa betumi fidi Ghana. Now, emaya nye ya say Accra ka eni asase. Presec Lego eni asase. Other schools within Orele omo ni asase. Indeed, and yenim say agriculture is not just about crops. In Accra, for instance, they can go into fish farming on their compound, Tapoli fish farming. They will get enough catfish and tilapia. Into indigenization, they may patch and say, once a yakoya dialogue, no, you focus on the key sectors and economy to me at any around, and agriculture is number one. Gone were the days, and I say even recently, and I say even now. The abaya horo na yene say they provide seeds or seedlings to individual farmers to grow. I am saying say or I'm proposing say abaya na a horo the purse of Ghana, the spender of the taxpayers' money. What I propose is say abano as you keep on giving seedlings and seeds to outgrowers, any individual farmers, no. One kasanso as abano, jiasasiyantam for various croppings. To say a friend say a bro, a mo, a tukwo, bayire, banchi, whichever. Now, what just as an offer whom fidie bra. Now, as na wajina wodono, a big employment, massive employment. Yeah, and can say abai ko handle. Name abai would the taxpayers nisikan adjust as 77 fast northern region and as a bono area. Now, what put two in place? Private member board, border. Or maybe oversee the manning of the farms. We can say a buying for politicians and travel. We have best farmers across the country, many of them. We have agric extension officers. Into who are buying your dear individuals, no so your model. But about dear, it is to show up the economy in terms of say you be producing more, you export more. Say the buyer you bring the foreign exchange you here. Now you do a back your economy. So one who as a buy one yes sir now we jai to ankra so embusiaga because ankra will need that capacity to go and bring in the combined harvesters and other machines.
Okay.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, he went to his farm. Now ko yena say a mona or mo channel. So I want to believe say be a production more video. Combined harvester no use no asay. I'm not current fufro. Now, on the farm.
Okay.
And okay say the part of the combined harvesters, no, internet so current will be there. Indeed, it was important that locally, no, you bet to me I the small part in one. You bet to me say be a combined harvesters and cry the bar. Next say you bet to me a repair. Baby, I may say mechanic year your conform nim or moving in the was our field. No, we must ensure that we train all these people in those fields. Said the bear abandon sa combine harvesters ne bana say eh adwuma say break down ye nko bro chire nko obi ma ne ma ye.
Thank you.
Enti we need infidie no ye de be add value to our farm produce, export it. We must also ensure say normal and as no buy ye work competitive and comparative advantage no. Yankasa ye be no ha. Ye was as Ukraine for. As I say, fertile. So we don't have to live here and go and beg for wheat from Ukraine. We should tell our land that is where the economic structure will revolve on. Yanyanesa, now you could travel near Camp Brofu, among for the proposals about what we mean, and that proposal and suggest to say, rely on this, rely on that, it will never work. Let's ensure, say, you be you see Yankasa, young Crawford, Yankasa, Yasasi, the Yankupondia chair to, turn the economy around through first agriculture. I mean, that's my first point of call. Agriculture.
Oh, yeah, I agree. May I say, Honorable Charles, I see you doing so dear day.
May I say, Miniaba, come here, Cassan be more.
Sir,
me if this I want it.
I'm saying, to cry, make a bono, so ye, Jamania, sir.
I'm saying, economic dialogue, a cosono. And no, enema, or Mampany Mahama, were different and special.
Okay.
We prove to Ghanaians over the years.
And the money is special.
Yes.
Now say BSc that. The fact that you answer the say economic dialogue and now more than can.
Enuntina uma me kwana me kasa wie ya.
Okay.
Me dase. Oye special say ekoyi.
Okay.
Say enkoyi so a Oma obi ehu se baabi aduro no ano eden emu eden maye na yebehia se omanfo ede omo adwen ebeba na omode aba beboa na no a mampanyi de ni state of the nation ebae no na yete chamber na yetie ne kasa no na ma adwen ba ko me constituency na ma adwen ba ko so ewo chamber ho.
Okay.
Nti oka asem no eduru baabi a e affect me constituency na enema yese me tro edeto ho na me monitor ehwe hu se e yade a saa nema we ebetimi aba no ebeboa me so me constituency no na me tro na me digo ho baabi a me nua panyi ediwieye ewo agrek no oka bibi about farmer service centers me sure say enekra be pie ewo discussion ewo ho.
Okay.
Ekwan a ombefa so a saa enfidie nam so no ankasa eyekuani na NDC mpanyimfo so dodoa na so eyekuafo no wa hu se ye farmer service centers no na edoso near the equipment ne ba na ne parts ewo oman mu ha ya saa commercial farmer anase okuani ba ko pe a ope saa fidie ndi akodi ne dwuma no enya afi no nko akoto aba na odibeduru na sesei na oni sika obetim di akra part no e di aba na se ne dwumadie no akoye basa e bia nya obia na betumi ehun se obenya sika se ne na fidie bia sei ne senti ma onsan nya sika foforo ensan ko han afidie foforo na omo emfa emeboa na dwuma enu nti megidi se saa pointers a already ye nyina no e ya de a Yakopon ya aduma 11th budget no ebesa capture
and then now pepe
Yakopon ya adumo a enti anobaba na omo ye no omo aye no awie so na state of the nation be kan ye no eno nso ewo ho na budget ne ba na be complement no a na afi ye hu se reset agenda no a omo de ato so se pese Ghana no egia ne nan so na ekoyie no na je se eko na se de ye pe no mampanyi mahama eka ne nsem a oka friend saying teachers dabre no ho anu hu se no we so affect me constituency directly because ye ko campaign no ye ko rounds se mebubo enkro bi minim se ahwefo mo hwe wankasa kra so nim ho kakra se efri dema eko nyina monta ninchi to ajan krom nyame be kireche bi insuta teacher fo ni twa akwansi ni be se num nan ensia eko kira dede bi abeda odema entu be hu se ye position ni ko honum na se de ne ko sa nkronkuma no a afi on pese obeko
okay
wo de ne ko hope na onim honorable Vincent anu afre no ono bia me wona de per transfer ma me ye yi ni free wa na school ho nom no na school no egu enti meti se President Mahama aka saa de wo state of the nation no mu economic dialogue no saa ne ma no bi APP na say ade amani age ho kire se etumi ba ade be encourage teachers and saa 20% allowance na osan de beta ato no entu a kirikire ni a ba bia wo kwa ekukuma mu no o dan a wo kwa akodam de chia no pa on hassle ansa na otimi akwa akokira de asan aba aside the dan na wanya akodam no enu achi so aban no asa ma 20% ese je nesa afaka wakatu a ye de ma no eho ewo je a woji tu mu se okwa akokire ade ewo enkro enkuma mu na ade a eye me ya ewo saa ne ma ekosu nyina ene ye nua Honorable Vincent mo ekwan kura enne so ma ne kwanya obetima kirechi ade we mu saa ma ade ache ama ade asasa obeche kwanya o ma betimi afaso a ebetimi adi ye because onim di for pa nanso so yese bra na saa adwen no fa beboa na o ma ne nye ye ne nkwa animu a eno so o se menko me fa ma adwen meboa minya kwanya bia na maka ketua bi na meko because a person man say o man na say a yentimi ntu
omo kan so omo makwa na so omo kire de enti omo mba
enchiremu no a empanifo de ba na nyenchiremu a ebetimi akase emu bi enko kire na adwen emu man na yi and besides when you the first time
okay
since 2014 the same thing in fact se akase yakwa achikura akwa akoduru 1992 before 1992 that time wa People's Movement for Freedom and Justice na mampanyi Akufo-Addo mampanyi dada Akufo-Addo na Akufo-Addo on general secretary on the mountain pressure as a civilian rule ye per democratic rule afia ba ne nko consultative assembly eno so mo se yenko ya na yesi epe nenso aba se wo be form National Commission for Democracy de yenko no ma boycott unu se na anu da mampanyi Mahama asa akọ lanche education consultative forum eno so mo se omunko bibia ebe ya ese omodi omadwen ba na oman no enye yie na enye omo na wa aban mu ne de enya ade ombeko eno nti menya Honorable Vincent wa menim se ye free ha nyina ekọ parliament because ene na ekọ start so na debate no on ma empanyimfo enti ase ese decision bi ho no mo a omo take ekọ ba omo nyina ene bibia no mo omo nyina support hwe na no yedwumadi ekodi a yede bebo ma parliament etimi atumpon na ye na Ghana akosi omo so omunko enso yekọ wi a na o ma frɛ se mo ka de chechiremu na emfa emwa na emfa nye oh yes nyakopon me dance ni first time so omo aba no omo frɛ ebisa se na mo ko ye de nkinya bebo ni empanyimfo se oma ema
oh sir
oh yes
oh why na frɛ
oh ebe enye kama se mebodin
but obi frɛ
am se nyakopon me de me nte se obi a okọ I saw for school ujai okwan so afi you say
take your offense passion
oh that be and America say me nyasa ni bi na America
the build the five nyem phantom me na me detete no
me ntimi fa so for bi anya phantom
okay
me de so for here phantom say me nya boni bia me nka sentia obi the America ne say
asiedu
me ka onyankopon ni
say
oh that be me say me ka onyankopon ni better no me ka onyankopon ni wa anya antum okay say me dey osofo a eni pa oni etia bebem okay na me fa nyankopon no me ka nyankopon ni mu say the first time ese no un say your seniors no a omo ho deda no omo nya opportunity asua ade omo ni nema bebrebe
na say orientation omo se ma ye nti omo sua ade workshop no no omo ama
oh orientation naeko yi
oh
and so orientation yes ye ko
the buy and ka so orientation ya that way just
the first one my first time ese nko a and I second one way ama all members of parliament because ebi wo enimde bebrebe ya on betimi a share in fact ye slice the whipping system no na nke honorable anodompre ene honorable dafiamako ene nka ombe kire but omo amaninti honorable dafiamako nko na kire de kire ne se utimi ene seniors no ekotena se na mu nsua ono de na experience ebe ye mfato ho ema de yesua no am wo hu se bibi ho no mu a unya nhuye enti ese ye adwuma se ye namu ye parliament bibi ho amenti ase a ma approach MPP mpanifo bebrebe no modi ho nkomo no ma cheche mu me hu me so me mpanyin fam bi so mo no ma cheche mu entia bibia but the mesra ne say baby ye dui de enye MPP ni NDC asem biem baby ye dui eyo my Ghana asem na ye
alright
ebia me kasa mu no metimi kura kasa na ma offende Honorable Vincent but say o man na ye chechire a obetimi overlooki de me kan no na ya hwe o man na ye chechire se de be ya o man ne be yi because 2020 campaign ye no yes yentuma NDC ye be den ye be yo man ni ye
you mean 2024
2024 sorry
okay
thank you 2024 NDC se montuma ye be yo man ni ye MPP se montuma ye be yo man ni ye so ye say ye primary motive ene se o man no e be yi ti ye sele ne se bibia de o man yi e be ba no emom nyom hu free ye nyina enye no man ntimi nye ye
honorable economic dialogue man ko de nanso de ntina man ko na wo hu da ade ni sen
many are just all Kasano, or trust or better no. With respect to the facts, it's not the first time that national economic dialogue in its nature say SCA. And so I won't even go there. In fact, to even top it, my world Minister of Education, now I started free senior high school education. And yet, Omodia no setting up committees. No. Even with the implementation of free senior high school education, we went to every region. And I went with Napu and Honorable Dr. Duchum sometimes to every region to seek for the consent and ideas of PTA, Parents Teachers Association, just to make sure say you be free teachers. Yeah, I'm just saying that.
But on the economy, no more ye be to said your more ye.
Oh yeah, just bisa.
Me bisa.
But that's why we're correcting him.
I wasn't correcting. I was asking him.
We did that in 2017. We did a similar one in 2017.
Similar one, and no one buy. Thank you.
Economic dialogue.
Similar one, and no one buy.
We are measure the people who actually went, but I know that in 2017 there was a similar one after His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo in the appointment of ministers and all that. Remember at the time our appointing the ministers, no body and what should your baby, and after no. And dialogue, including Dr. Akuto said. I've forgotten.
Because we bet consensus, so be economic dialogue. Into offered no.
Yes, maybe I'm checking the amount. There's no problem. But I'm just saying that there was. There was a committee like that.
There was a dialogue.
I don't know. Be cast now. They're born in you now. Yes, sir.
The
most important thing.
In fact, it was just for the forex exchange.
There was a dialogue, but I'm just saying that even committees no matter set up committees. No, even at the ministry level, we make sure say we go down and do proper stakeholder engagement with the people. But the person may say, national dialogue. What is even national dialogue? What is national dialogue? What is national economic dialogue? Are you now trying to tell us, say, yes, it is important to be a national dialogue, but when you are going to a national dialogue, you are supposed to go there with one Kasao manifesto promises. The reason why you were voted into, and I said the reason why I Ghana for a toll about the Mawo, and they say Oba also Besha me economy na ye, also Oba Obeshe na what
dialogue there could be Ghana for say we ye ni say mudwen ho say na say na mwadwen say bechiche Ghana no. On some fan the manifesto no. And it's Ghana for no be say na any offer ye be.
Make sure the format. I will say yeah.
Okay.
The format also say you kwasa said because they said they need to make governance very cheap for everybody. It means that
really?
Yes, a convince and beat me your chance and call president because we need president and I will just call people to come together for us to have an idea and
no say because my civil society
so but I'm just saying
say the winner takes all and so yet to say my winning no me kwame bibia me bibia
see there make an ye there person me say oh cause hard dialogue no you should have something yourself on paper me call empty handed as if you don't have. But
did they go empty-handed?
But that's what I'm saying. That you see, yesterday when you listen to Thompson was clear in his argument. Say, at the end of the buyer, no, yes, we did not expect to hear anything different from the Yenim Dada. It is about political will and how some of these things will have to be implemented. So, my point is, I don't see the NDC showing anything. Say, you look as if say they want to shirk responsibility on some of the things that they want to do in terms of the implementation. Oh, na any manifesto mu say was a ton ECG, but national dialogue say yen ton ECG and I say for some aspect of ECG from a private company. Okay. Oh, na any year you mu say oh free senior high school education. as part of your manifesto na nka ho say what say cancel na say you review in such a way say what say I will for sure say tuesika na emum no national dialogue say yenye say that is what I want us to prevent. I want us to prevent that narrative to the extent that obi me can say national dialogue na ka say because you have voted on a certain premise, the premise of a manifesto promise, the premise say oba say ni say na abayehwe at the time one a year Zelensky came for president one Trump ko share no the patron to kana AC no obi beka say US US for toka US for toka
US for toka but almost so much stake because almost sika and na withdraw aid.
Go back to 2022 what President Mahama ekaye ewo Voice of Africa unim hate is it hate strike or something hate Adams or something. He is the host of Straight Talk, Voice of Africa. When His Excellency John Dramani Mahama called, that was the first time His Excellency John Dramani Mahama said, "Aban way, your problems are you facing now because of COVID and Ukraine war." And if I have to say this on Straight Talk, John Mahama said, "I think that it's a period of adversity for the whole world because it's triggering a kind of global recession."
To one refer to Ghana.
Or refer to your friend say COVID and Ukraine war. Or refer to COVID and Ukraine
as a
war.
Global
recession. Which Ghana is not living in the state of autarky. Ghana is part of the global community. On what basis Nenedi Opeso say Ghana any manage and I say ya mismanage your economy to the extent say ultimately refer the economy as a crime scene. Principles, His Excellency John Dramani doesn't have it because everybody know that there be a free buyer to the extent that all countries were affected. US was affected, China was affected, Russia was affected, UK was affected to the point that within 3 months now UK team has some finance ministers about 4 times because they felt say the leadership was not doing well, forgetting say we had a global recession. And so you cannot hide under just the fact you talk about the amount. You talk about the man who you know, say, oh, buy and who say, oh, a kabi in his own words, reckless borrowing. Reckless borrowing, but you mean Charles or her, finna be on Wabban to be debt to be an answer borrowing bay, and you be borrow or memuha, young from parliament, yen chadia, ye dear Dokakoye. What is reckless borrowing? Why do you create an impression that the economy has been managed so bad to the extent that I say, Obi na said that one manage the economy bad. Who could not simply so abruchimemwa and no then what can it because of COVID, because of Ukraine war, and you tell Ghana a whole tree. Name Ghana Hanwa. Now you are the same person lying to us, telling the people of Ghana say, now they don't go for the na buying, MPP are buying, and the economy no. Oman managing ye, men can say we don't have problems. But the same say problems there one. Ojina ewiase afanamu friends the same piece dia and do come obi ehunu say ampa there were problems there were challenges them challenges near one because of the global recession which affected every state. Now to your issue why we boycotted, we have stood in solidarity with Nkrofo me offer see by example 2022 and Charles Tenier 2022 and I granted a fan of PMMC. Can you imagine that Yasaki PMMC for Sami Genfi has sacked PMMC workers who were employed in 2022? And you think that I should not stand in solidarity with these young people who by no fault of theirs, because because somebody sat at Jubilee House or the Green Letter saying sack you on December 7th. Then 2022 you are sacking these young people. And you think that I should come to your national economic dialogue. For what? But that's what I'm saying. Hey, you're sacking. You know, no, I see PMMC and I'm citing. I say Sami Genfi is the one who has sacked a year PMMC workers or more employment 2022. But you're what is the reason? No reason. No reason to say the other people no reason at all. By no fault of theirs, there's a government or a new government happened, you know. And Kofobi form 2022. If you say, oh, some Kofono ye MPP for. Ye to Obama no. How can so be provide you Jumadiama Ghana for no. Charles, one NDC, you never say mobile provider Juma the NDC full soldiers. You said Ghanaians. And who told you say Nkranwa? Omowo Nkrana ye you omodino. Omuna na NDC for. Hemi aba with the God that I serve. Say young people now me engage you omono that I'm going to represent them legally in court. Some of them, Charles, with the God that I serve, some of them are branch executives of the NDC. Some of them that are engaged are branch executives of the NDC. And you think that, and you think, yes, that's what I'm saying, that you're formal, you're formal because they are Ghanaians, not because they are MPP people. Not because they are MPP people. And so we cannot sit aloof, say, we will not stand in solidarity with these people and come and sit at your national economic dialogue. Which dialogue seek to make sure, say, employment issues are robust. We are the same people, even sacking those people.
Thank you. Unfortunately, but just 2 minutes. Oh, 7.11. One can 7.11. 7.11. I ain't the room just 7.11. Sa more. Ye buffer is 5 billion na. President Mama Airport is sinking fund the penny jai. Sinking fund no grants was sinking. Almost a year. And Timamiko Honorable Charles. So Honorable Charles and Honorable Mohammed Amin Adam, former finance minister, said buffer is your mujebi. Into ya munyai mono mechere aban wo sisi anya say ye nya buffer is bia mo ye nya buffer is bia mo mo and no say dum so kra san aba. So 3 minutes.
Me da say say nka asemo honorable eka efa nkofo bi asie yi omodi na osusu se omo ye MPP fo nti na aban ne sesa ye yi omodi no nka odi adansi die bi beba na ne ofa ase oban de bi anka won copy of ne
termination letter na de adansi die aba ma bodi se sameja mfi na so yi pie bem si for ma sameja mfi me kan jam so boy and I'm a boy. Why should I mention me over?
So yeah and some
be also mo bi adin.
And some be your honor on say enra honorable Felix Ofosukwache be sa former finance minister say nensem no a oka no on fa ho dance emra because o free where ni nti eden ya or copies of certain documents obetimi di aba na aban no ensem no obeka ye no etimi edi adanse say aban no chantro sebe na di ono ka no ena ewum sabiu honorable Amin onye nipakuma bi ogana ha obi a finance minister dade o enipa ne mu edu enu nti weipo enye subject of arguing onfa ehwa dance di mra enne the government of the day say the mayo man ni bibia ni ho former finance minister say enye no kre ye kono ye jasika bebrebe di gu ho to wetimi akoti amount and I say the ranger mutimi ja ho dia I don't think he say obi to say honorable Amin ontimi fa krata ama emetre say eyampa say me free ho as a finance minister no na sika yenya edi ato honie na omo wie no mo sa beka say dumso aba
what sika no say according to them, as at the end of 2024, the MPP government left over 5 billion Ghana cedis in buffers from revenue collected by GRA in the Treasury main 2 accounts.
Yes.
To achieve the scandal.
Government communication so about say NSA net here. Sika bi ani ho. Eno nti wa oba friend say obi bia ya akọhwe no no. No atumi che the areas obetumi ehu no.
Okay.
Obi bi ya no ehwe no because me susu say obetimi a o mantem ha enu nti yeso ye there no say onfa enkrata odi free finance ministry ekofie no copies bimra no onfa mra na Ghana fo nyina hu say asem aban ne ka no aban no twa because aban na challenge no oh now finance minister the eden ya ubenya enkrata onsema wo ka no copies of enkrata obetimi e de adi adanse say netie enti government no eso there ne say enye obi akeka obeka self no ko frɛ former finance minister and afi no ko finance minister da bi what na ho no ma yɛ adwuma entifa ehho adansedie bra na Ghana fo nyinaa hu sɛ asɛm no a o ka no ene no because say Ghana fo be confused omampani akasa government communication rep abekasa now opposition so kasa enunti government of the day ni say na ye na ye hwe sikasem ne so yesi bibia ni ho wo na free ha koe wo su free ko no quoted amount na e wo ho a odija ho ni bra na Ghana fo nyina hu said the tia said the dwane bia ni mu as simple as that senka memene no a enka ne ya me de beba ama abana ni magu ase.
Thank you.
Na abana hu said the tia ntimidi wie wo dum so no mo se aba no nano a mampanyi mahama ebae no obekaye ekirikiri mu at least yehu yekure yehu se de dum sote na yehu ese eti oman mu no enkane adum ene nkane asode no but sa phrase dum so no ye de bae ewo time a ne nkane ane kokra na enya bi nye de ese ye ekopem se nkane no ebetumi aba nano ya be kirikiri ehu ene eka ECG the generators of power no moje supply the Ghanaians ya be cheche ni nyina mu e de metimi aka e wo ho ane se yenim ese dum so mai na eje NDC aban edi se o how a solve ye no on na the best government obehwe se sa o how no e bi ntimi ma o my Ghana sofo biem na for how ntimi emre edwuma ye die
Honorable Vincent wanu ye ni se mo na mo allege say Jessica anya hwe be 5 billion Ghana cedis and I do so ba but we ya no say entisa onfamu nyina somra.
Well, before then, no, we are on section 14 of the PP Act, public funds, what the determination of public funds at here. Okay. You find, so that the argument that you are making, no, you won't go ahead to make it anyway. Secondly,
how do you know that on share you won't?
Oh, since I'm say about public funds, no. Let me check the definition of what public funds are here.
What's the public funds and commercial funds?
Oh, it's a public funds. Okay. The definition for public funds. They are a very broad definition. Secondly, to also say, you can say, enough, you just $5 billion be out to account. Yes, but we are not in government to be able to trigger those processes. We are not in government to say okay, Ministry of Finance for Webra, because we meet here. And I say, Dr. Amin, on your finance minister bill.
He's on the or seeing document or the coffee means that when we say only government, but or say as a the former finance minister. It is not true.
Dr. Amin and nobody. Yes, out here we can use out here to probably do so. Yes, but the point I'm making is someone and they can provide those information readily available. Once the president
Mahama Canadian and I will challenge it. Say no back and forth say and I say mumu ba ko bedom ye no de nkrata na be dia dance ye
omo na wa bam we
don't
it will take about 14 days yepentem a won say dem de come
14 working days
when you say one respond nti ene you say me say de review ko
and so open
yes, I'm going to do that. But you see, for me to trigger the RTI and Momo Finance Minister Celebratory can quickly or easily let us know at the end by and then watching a secondly,
if he tells you, you will still come and challenge because and no what can say economic forum what can say almost all institutions and what challenging.
Sure. See, you could hear debt servicing for the DDP for you could hear August 2023. Now after 2023, there's no money in that account. Now the South Africa never catch
2023.
Yes, 2023 and 2024. So you hear August 2023.
Okay.
And you hear February 2024.
Okay.
You said you have August 2024.
I see.
And the so sorry, February 2025. Hona ema sanse nsemi ba sika da senke afan man as debt service account and this no. When His Excellency the President came to Parliament, I had cause to say, His Excellency, you cannot interchangeably use sinking fund as debt servicing account. Sika yakase akawa account. It is not only sinking fund and fund. In fact, sinking fund so it is okay. Your treasury to account.
Is it okay? Is it not?
Because
is there not a reason to me fund in the Jessica anymore na fund no botai na
see. And na make sure say ye Jessica tum e dey akotua DDP.
Okay.
Which money a won timi nya na de to February dey no. But what you say? Treasury to account. Treasury to account no so no. IMF almost as it third disbursement. Almost third disbursement omutua no. But to treasury to account no. So nobody can tell me say any accounting because you just want to use sinking fund. And that was why I was saying say debt servicing account is totally different from a sinking fund. What you say? Sinking fund in Kwana catch say anymore. It is not enough. Yes, I was single treasury account. And also so omutima catch say them. All these accounts in no. Sika dem mo anase sika wo mo say sika no eno na mode ye dey mode bom ho bra because IMF third disbursement buy.
Last week one na obetina aka say appropriation sika no ahioma bobusia 60 something billion. Last week one na obeka correct. Into omo bobusia no mode yes at first 3 months. Say then na we can refer to that account and say no mode bom.
Yeah, the amount in December.
And
good. So IMF disbursement for
intimate was you. But Eden Asanka almost say various funds and accounts are okay. Sika women no more day bomb. I don't know using
for lack of better words. But let me just say treasury to account no IMF disbursement IMF third disbursement no the two more. Say sika no for a purpose. IMF when they are giving you money for a purpose.
Nti braba no more dey no bo.
IMF disbursement. By IMF disbursement, they said there was a reason to acquire IMF. That
have they started using that money? Have they done budget on that?
So if you come and tell me about sinking fund, one can treasury to account, one can single treasury account, you are not being fair to the people of Ghana. So the point I'm trying to make is that there was sinking account, a sinking fund account, yes. Now that sinking fund account, no. So okay, no, you are not being fair because yes, no credit. But how about a year treasury to account? How about single treasury account? Why are you not telling the people of Ghana? Because what your friend is internal market, domestic market. What about 67 billion? One name the other day. And you must say about more.
No name your last week. Until last week, yes, last eighth parliament now. Last week now, we can say before I move back on yen so say aban besisa first 3 months yen to me kasa o manu kafako after obetiaka offices be run nya intino afi o kasa o makobo bosi o mu no munim de o mo de yen. It's okay. Thank you.
We don't know. It has not come to parliament. Parliament. Domestic mom na kobo mo se mo na munim de mo de. So the point I'm trying to make is
budget now mo draw it 3 months appropriation there no na mo say ombenya revenue every year.
Oh, na say GRA this guy every day.
I see.
Yeah, course is CST say ko.
Okay.
Of course.
Thank you. Offer your account there na yanko.
We mo asio.
I will accept say Dumso pockets of Dumso ewo.
Okay.
But I will not accept say NDC na dey buy. Ubi biara we a fair-minded person bia, including the MPP people. Honorable to her own pass and yet NDC ne buy and no dum so buy. As a matter of fact.
But to be because the job near the
of course.
Into once about 2 months in
a before they left, not dum so not started.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, we all saw it.
Children no show us no I had the only as one to us.
But recently no me say omo pipe no fee a drobe na gas ni fee Nigeria the West African gas pipeline. Na enu achi omo kan say omo awie. But mama yen say Ameri plant no omo ye hu did this and omo buy instead sank omo so beto one of the plant and there be see e bia emfa say Kumasi and a Western North no omko tutu de ye de abadada no e no omde biko ai Kumasi Ameri otherwise they would anka Kumasi for by no mo de sum you understand nti
obi say of house na dum so onye sanka e den na Honorable Napo can say Ghana for per timetable.
So I mean, even the December
but that was not his admission that doom so or no see a new or more doom see.
So the word doom so yen use no one tea bida.
Oh.
So Bekaya.
Okay.
Now, say on the substantive matter about a cow one, I say,
I may be Jeff time yapon.
Honorable time, Tintin, I member who cancel my own cham to no me patch the same.
Timekeeper.
No me patch the same. Yes, I a cow one, I say, Kenny. Honorable who named the Omode Kanye. At least, Honorable Cassiel to force the church.
Only no more to him, just put on my bonum this canay.
And I make children say, when him. Say, and some of the fear every week, according to Honorable Minister of Finance. Fear no called domestic market, no bob over 5 billion Ghana cedis consistently every week. As I said, those debt, you retire and I see you 3 those are so close over 50-something billion now. Current administration or more due domestic market and through treasury bills and other things. No, it is to retire the debt or more creative one. Into who better not just say, it's a sinning now. At the final analysis, not just 7.1 billion Ghana cedis a car, and I said loan on the castle or buy or margin, technically. But say,
yes,
I feel so. Share statistics to Celebratory force and the better about it. Or buy within the 50 days. Treasury bill are now and then a room. In terms of rate, stay a 91-day treasury bill. I'm sure so you all have the data. And 28.34%.
And right now, papers in him say about 22 something.
Exactly. I read about 20.79. 182 day.
20 and now 22. Which one are
20.7?
That's the 91 days.
No, 28.34.
Yeah.
And I reduce about 20.79. And a friend saying 182
days.
No, 28.96. And I reduce about 22.98.
Okay.
And 364. And also now 30.17. I reduce about 22.69. The crack say this administration has saved money. Why? Because Obiara, I will say we must have confidence in this government. Unlike previous administration now, Omobaye domestic haircut into Obiara reserve on Sika. They dare not so more call a friend say market akọ bills.
Okay.
Because no musu say yam fan corner yen try haircut be mana. Nti so ubehu a treasury bills interest no to say nkrofo a more pep pasanka or more bebo abambosi and reduce yen nkrofo they don't want to send their money to invest with the government because of the omoye enti until above for buy no they saw the need until by this reduction in the rates no it means a 7 Ghana
rates,
yes
no?
It means a 7 Ghana scrapo until as I said and he knows honorable Nimo yeah can I say because one analyst now then Kasama NDC no and yes sir we are looking at the trajectory and the issues on the ground that are verifiable.
Thank you.
Monty as a scanner a buyer. Yeditria, sa a canna mobogu ho, regard say moji every week over 15 billion Ghana cedis and Yeditria.
Thank you. Fire Sanita, no a political analyst.
No me pedina no the mamano. The right name is the National Policy Summit. We did it in 2017. And on MPP 4 years at the time. Yes, Summit. National Policy Summit. That was the name I was looking for. You called everybody. The NDC was there. In fact, I've seen.
The NDC was there.
I've seen.
The NDC did boycott it.
But the National Policy Summit in 2017. As to whether they boycott, I don't know.
Oh.
I'm just saying we called them. Some about some I don't know. But there was a National Policy Summit in 2017 by the MP. Same thing, but different name.
Different from the no fire cano. Forest committee.
That's the name I was looking for. The National Policy Summit.
Obviously, I used to dairy Kokobisa for a very long time.
Then over into
the Fufra Breme.
Okay. Okay, National Policy Summit, July 2017.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
I should say, really fed us NDC.
I'm not.
That time I second crofo.
Political analyst or team Finfino. Papa no can policy summit 2017 July no. Ota from Rashebegre, Honorable Vincent Kwasefwa, and Honorable Charles Esiedu, and so Tano South and Rashebegre. Now Honorable Vincent BC MPP 9 and Honorable Charles and so BC NDC 9 or fire out the Ocean Finfini. Namon nene nyadwene but obaha or analyst yedamwase made that zelvoga say watade kama odi ama mi se Ghana month enunti minfra Ghana ntoma na menye obesima nti obesima yi opebia na onso pese osua se de pam bi nso a fra zelvo 0244 155 266 0244 155 na enwi so a wode be hye na afata na asisi so fefefe no Nails and Beauty fi hair mama enwi papa a ebe chama na ebo ni so obe frɛ na waje wodia 055 3837 or Spenters Kotobabi Eco Bank na chi ho apɛ anopɛ me da wonu mu ase na mada empanifo ya se abadwafo mu so ya da mu ase se musi nkonwa ene yen etinae munu aba ma me ya konamani nyame ya dom a ochina Adekye Nsroma besia ba yakram